What's going on, my lovely people? It's your boy, Damien Dupee, your #1 off-market land specialist, hyper-focused on them infill lots. You are now tuned into the We Are Land Specialist show, where all we talk about is finding vacant land, assigning vacant land, making money off of vacant land, the whole vacant land thing. So if there's something you're interested in, you are now in the right place. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you, salute you, thank you for checking me out. I appreciate you so much. Hopefully today I'll be able to bring you some epic wow content so you can like, subscribe, and share. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be talking about how I made $38,179 off of one land deal. I'm going to show you exactly how I found that land deal. And 3, I'm going to show you exactly how you can find land deals just like that. All right, so let's get into it. Thank you so much for checking me out. Again, I'm Damien Dupee, and it's a pleasure to be with you today. Today, I found this land deal, okay, on the MLS, but it was withdrawn, okay? So for all my realtor friends out there, all the people out there who are real estate agents, pay close attention. Your MLS should look something like mine. As you can see, if you go right here to lots, land, detail, and if you do not have MLS access, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, don't worry if you do not have MLS access. I'm going to show you a way to find these deals just like I found this deal so that you can make some money, honey. All right, so check this out. Basically, we want to go down here and we want to go to expired, and then you want to put in the city that you want to target. So I'm going to put in Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, and you want to go right here to approximate acres. You can do 1 minus, and you want to go right here. Make sure Charlotte City is lit up. And then you want to go within a price point of 75,000 and minus, because you're looking for deals, if you will. Okay. All right. So with 0 to 180 days, these are the 2 that expired. All right. Let's put on withdrawals as well, and let's also bump this out to a year, if we will. So 365. And this is exactly how I found this deal, ladies and gentlemen. There's no joke, no joke. So check this out. All right, now as you can see, these are all the properties that have expired, okay? So basically you just wanna pick a property and you wanna give them a call. But I'm gonna show you this lot just for, so you can see what it looked like when it's expired. I'm gonna show you this lot, and this is the lot that I was able to wholesale. I actually did a double close. If you're not familiar with a double close, it's basically where you do a simultaneously closing with the seller on one side, and then on another side with the buyer, you do a closing the same day. So as you can see, I'm gonna tell you what made me go after this deal. As you can see, this is the listing right here. It went off the market 7/27/2022, and what I usually always check is the history right here. Boom. It went off the market 2022. I noticed that it didn't sell. So basically, I just skip traced the owner using True People Search, got her on the phone, made her an offer, and made her an offer of $30,000. She liked that offer at $30,000. Basically, I put her under contract. She signed an agreement basically saying, hey, I want to sell you this lot, okay? All right, so I skipped a step and I got to go back a little bit. So check this out. The most important thing when doing anything in life is try to start from the beginning. Okay, I mean, try to start with the ending in mind. Very important. Very, very important that you start with the ending in mind. And with me, the end in mind for me is I already had a relationship with a builder that was very aggressive in this area, and that calls me maybe once or twice a week, just checking the status to see what kind of lots I had. So 1, always figure out who got your money, whether it's a builder, whether it's an agent, whether it's another wholesaler, whether it's another developer. Somebody has your money. Your opportunity is to find the deal and to bring value that way. That way you both can make money, okay? All right, so as we go on further here, I just want to show you how you can do this if you do not have MLS access. I repeat, I know everyone does not have MLS access, but it's very easy to do. You just go to Charlotte, North Carolina. All right. Go on your filters. Make sure you targeting vacant land. All right. You can go a step further and put residential vacant land so that you don't get commercial lots. Want to go back to that filter again, MLS status. You want to go to the ones that fail. All right. And then As you can see, you have 21 properties on the MLS, vacant land that failed. And it'll show you exactly what they listed it for. And you can go and check just like I checked, and to make sure that the property has not recently sold, okay? Very, very important that you check the history and or you check the deeds to make sure the property has not already sold, because sometimes that is the case when you're using third-party providers such as PropStream, okay? Let's just show you exactly what a HUD settlement statement looks like. If you don't know what that is, it's basically how the title company calculates, who owes what and who gets what, okay? So as you can see, I got this property for $30,000. If you come down here, it says I put down $250 due diligence. Blow that up for you. All right, and the cash from buyer was $39,309. Hopefully you can see that, okay? And as you can see, the buyer is Harbinger Corporation, the DBA of Dominion Land Group, which is me, okay? All right, so the second HUD is when I sold it the same day. The same day. I bought it and I sold it, okay? As you can see, I sold it for $75,000. And at the end of everything, after all my fees, everything, I netted $69,488, okay? So if you subtract the amount that I paid and the amount that I made, it should be $38,179. And that's basically how you find these deals, ladies and gentlemen. You have to be creative. You have to know what you're looking for. And you have to be on it like a hornet, if you know what I mean. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about your work ethic, okay? I'm just so blessed that, one of my work ethic is cold calling. I'm good at cold calling. I enjoy cold calling. And that's how I make money. Ask me how much money did I spend marketing? $0. Ask me how long did it take me to find this deal? Approximately 2 hours, okay? That's not the case every time. But if you know what you're looking for, you know what a deal is, then the opportunity is that much greater, okay? And don't forget, start with the end in mind. Have a relationship with someone that you can offload this property to immediately, ASAP, yesterday. That's so important. Getting properties under contract is okay, but closing on properties and receiving a compensation for your time is way better. So I want you to position yourself and get in the mindset that the most important key player in this process is the buyer. That's the most important person, because they're the person who's going to close on a deal and you're going to get compensated for it. Okay, so again, if this is your first time here, thank you so much. I'm going to be bringing you more epic wow content just like this, showing you how do I find these deals, what do I say to these people, how did I come up with this offer. I'm gonna show you all that stuff because I want you to earn and learn and grow in this land business. If I can do it, you can do it. It's just as simple as that. It's just about sheer focus, okay? All right, so I'll just give you a little background of the conversation, of how the conversation went with the lady. Basically, she said she put it on the MLS, and it's very, very important that you listen to people. So it's called getting their story, okay? When you're talking to potential sellers, when you're talking to someone who you want to buy their property, you want to make sure you get their story. And what had happened was, and I'll summarize this for you, the lady's story was she purchased this property from someone. It was air property, and when she went to sell it, the title appeared to be clouded. I like those. Let me let you know what that means. Let me break that down for you. This is a lesson here. I'm glad I remembered this. The lady had a problem, okay? She was in Ouchville, okay? And the problem was that she could not clear the title because she was missing 2 people that were supposed to sign the deeds, and they never signed, okay? All right, so that was the story. I told her, listen, do you have any documents with those person's name on it or any information from them? She says yes. She provided me with the deed that they were supposed to sign. I was able to find them. I was able to get them on the phone. And basically, I was able to negotiate with them for their portion. She told me she owned about 66%, and I guess they own the other 33.3%. Okay, so I get these guys on the phone. I lock these guys up. I give them $10,000 for their 33% interest, and as you can see, I gave her $30,000 for her 66% interest. But guess what happened, ladies and gentlemen? I got blessed. Let me tell you what happened. So I put the property under contract, and basically, everything is going good, but the attorney hit me up and said, "Hey, Damien, you have 2 contracts here. I'm confused." I said, "Tell me more." He said, "So basically, the person that you have the contract with, Denise Webb, is correct for $30,000. She is the 100% owner. The contract that you have with these other people, they don't own anything." I says, "Say less." So I had to call old buddy and them back. I said, "Hello, sir. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I won't be needing your services due to, there's no title issue with the property. And, sorry about that, man." But I did give them what we call a due diligence fee, which was a $250 each non-refundable deposit. So they did get blessed. They did get something. Remember, it's more better to give than receive. Always be generous. Always bless people, okay? So what I did was, I told the attorney, let's proceed, okay? He proceeded. He got title insurance, and I made an additional $10,000 on this deal that I wasn't even expecting to make because I thought the title was clouded. So the lesson is it ain't over till it's over. And that was a good day. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That was a beautiful day. And that's the moral of the story. You just never know. One attorney can say one thing, but another attorney opinion could be totally different. So you definitely wanna don't put all your eggs in one basket. If an attorney tells you they can't get title, the title is clouded, always get a second or third opinion. Very, very important. Always. Because in this case, if this lady, which when I talked to her, she was distraught, okay? She was like, "I paid this much money for this property. Now I can't even sell it. Now I own it with all these other people. Now I was like, "Ma'am, I understand your frustration, but I'm here to help." She was like, "You're going to help me?" I said, "Absolutely. That's what I do. Help is on the way. It showed up today." And that's what I told her. And it went good. I try to make people laugh, try to bring them some joy. And that's the moral of the story. So to make money in business, you have to look for problems, to be honest. If you want to know the sauce, look for problems. What are some problems in the land business? I'll give you a few, and then I'm gone like the wind. All right, a few is delinquent taxes, okay? Title issues, okay? Another one is mortgages on the property, okay? And you may say, how can a land have a mortgage on it? Because once upon a time, that land could have had a house on it that maybe got burned down or got demoed, and there's still a mortgage attached to the land, but the seller still owns the land. So basically, in the state of North Carolina, it's very, very easy to clear mortgages. And if you want to know more about that, comment clear mortgages, clear mortgages. So if you like content like this, let me know. Last month was an awesome month, 6-figure month. By the grace of God, I'm grateful. And I just feel like I'm going to go through the deals and just show you guys what's cracking. I'm active in the business. I haven't gone nowhere. I do apologize for the content, the slow motion. But yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Holla at your boy. I appreciate you. If you haven't liked and subscribed and shared by now, please do. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.